Aquaba guys, happy Friday. Welcome to another Pillow Talk. How you guys doing? Well, I'm glad to see you and you. I'm grateful that God woke us up, breathing life into us yet again another day. Today's Pillow Talk is, excuse me, that morning voice is going to be about not disregarding the senior citizens. Don't disregard the senior citizens. If you have a senior next to you and they may be disabled or lonely, there's nothing wrong with just knocking on the door. Hey, just to call to see if you're okay, just checking on you. When you sweep in your front, sweep their front. When you shoveling your snow, shovel their snow. I don't know why we treat them as a people. We treat senior citizens less than because they're older, they may be slow or forgetful, can't move around or can't do the things they used to do. And we consider them as useless. They're no longer useful. That is so not the case. Because if God still blessed their mind, they have a whole lot of wisdom because they've lived and they can still teach you some things and still tell you some things. To me, it's nothing like sitting around someone who's seasoned and someone who's lived because they've been where you are. They've been where you are. I'm 51 years old now. The young girls on my job, they already calling us old. And I'm like, wow. Keep on living. Keep on living. I remember there was a time where my mother used to go up the steps and I used to push her behind up and like help her because arthritis started setting in and start like giving her like a push, and she used to laugh and say, I used to do this to my mother. Now my daughter, my youngest daughter, is doing it to me. Arthritis is setting in. If you don't want to get old, that means you're going to die young. And I don't think nobody really wants to die young. Even though the world is bad as it is, people still want to live their life. Don't disregard seniors. Don't disregard them. They can teach you some stuff. Yeah, the youth can teach us some stuff too. And we can't disregard y'all because y'all technology savvy. When I get a new phone, I need y'all. I need y'all to show me on that computer because this is not how I grew up. I didn't grow up in a technology world. You know, um, computers was just getting to our high school. We had typewriters. And so just like we can't disregard y'all or be short patient with y'all, you shouldn't do the same with people who are older. You shouldn't. Sit down and look them in the eye and talk to them. Show them that you care about them. Show them that they still matter. Show them that they're loved. That makes their day. Do you know how lonely it is when everybody around you have already passed on, but yet you're still alive and you're getting up there, maybe you're in your 80s or 90s, and you don't have a visit? Do you know how lonely that can be and how they still have feelings? As long as their heart is beating and that mind is right, they still have feelings. Don't disregard them. They're still people. They still have blood running in their veins. Their heart is still going. The worst thing is when I see on the news that a senior was murdered. That is so gut-wrenching. Murder is gut-wrenching, period, but it just does something to me to hear about when a senior is murdered, and it's like, Lord have mercy. They were alone. They were vulnerable. Somebody must have been watching them, or they probably pulled a scam and pretend they was from a certain company, like a water company or electric company, and tricked them to open the door. That's why I don't play when it comes to my dad, because we had to put a lock to lock my dad from the inside out because my dad has advanced dementia, and he's declining quickly. He's capable of jumping in the car with people he doesn't know because he likes to run. He's a runner. Like, There were several times he was missing. But thank God he's reaped what he sowed because he was a great man. So every time he was missing, God always placed him in the arms of an angel. Always. Because people mattered to him. He never disregarded people. And God made sure that favor came right back in return. Reaping what you sow not only means reaping bad things. You reap good things. And my dad was a great man. And every time he's out there, God placed him with somebody that's awesome, that brings him back to safety. So now we learned that we had to lock the door from the inside out so he can't get out, because he has that potential to open the door to scammers and people and things like that. So you have to keep, if you have senior parents, you have to keep them close. Don't just go off living your life, because one day you're going to be their age if God doesn't take you home before it's time. Don't disregard them. Show them that they matter. Take time up with them. Spend time with them. Talk to them. Listen to them. Don't just be like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Remember, prior Pillow Talk, I talked about how there's nothing new under the sun. They know exactly what they're talking about. And it will behoove you not to listen. It is so foolish for these young people who are sitting under somebody with great wisdom and not take what they say. I'm soaking it all up. I'm soaking all what my mother said up. And I'm 51 years old. If God bless my mother in May, she will be 79 years old. And whatever I'm doing, I still need her okay. I don't care what y'all say. You can sound corny to y'all all you want. I still need her okay. I always, Mom, what did you think? Mom, did you like the Pillow Talk? Did you watch? Because I want her approval. I still need her approval. She is still my mommy. She matters, and I love my parents unconditionally. So you guys, I just wanted to tell you that, and I just wanted to speak from my heart about never disregarding a senior. You never know what you may learn, because I don't care how old we get, we're never beyond teachable. You can always learn something. Show them that they matter, because one day, if you keep on living, you'll be their age. So take this in, guys. You guys have a great weekend. Know that I love you. Be blessed.